Hello everyone, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Okay, let's get started. Hi everyone, welcome back to this series of MuleSoft Realtime project, the session 4. The continuation of last session. So we have created user stories as part of the sprint. There are two user stories. One is for design and one is for development. So how many of you completed for the design with this requirement? Anyway, I have shared you with this Excel also with all these requirements. Okay, see, it's a very simple design, create REST API for customer account creation. So I have given all the resource path, method names, what are the query parameters, what is the body you need to use, and what is the sample response. Okay, this is how I have given. So how many of you done? If anyone completed, say yes. See, you already took the course. Okay, you already took the training. See, this is a very simple part. Okay, it's like the design. So this is very first step, which we have discussed in our training sessions also. See, even if you practice, then only you will get to know everything. Otherwise, it's a waste of your time and my time. Please remember. See, I'm not asking you to complete 100%. Okay. So whatever the task which I have given, at least you should try for 50%. So that's what I'm expecting. But now you guys are not trying anything. See, this will take hardly 15 minutes or 20 minutes. See, what is stopping you? Okay, no problem. So I'll explain pin to pin. Okay, pin to pin I will explain. But before that, you have to try. So whatever the task which I have given. So then only you will learn. See, in order to succeed in any field, not only this IT field, you have to practice. Practice is very important. So that is the reason, right? I'm creating the user stories and I'm assigning all the user stories. Okay. I ask you to develop this thing. See, there is a lot of competition in outside. Okay. So if you are like this, then it is very difficult to get your job. Okay, cool. No worries. At least today onwards, try to complete your assignments. Okay, what is the first user story which we need to develop? It's like design. So under this user story, there are two tasks. One is for software installation and one is for design the RAML. Okay, before going to start this one, at least. Okay. In which domain we are currently developing the project? Can someone tell me? So what is the domain? At least you are attending from
Banking.
last. Yes, correct.
Banking.
Banking and financial services. Simply we can call it as BFS. Can you tell me what is the technology we are using here?
MuleSoft.
Correct. Okay. At least you guys are remembering these words. Thank God. Next, coming to MuleSoft. So, okay, any project, okay, design first, then development, then deployment. Now tell me where we are going to do this design.
AnyPoint Studio.
AnyPoint Platform.
AnyPoint Platform.
Yeah, for you know.
Where we are going to do development. 1 minute.
AnyPoint Studio.
Correct. Where we are going to do deployment.
Cloud
Hub.
Hub. Cloud Hub.
Okay, cool. Okay, this is very, very important. Just you have to remember. Okay, you can consider currently I'm working this user story. Let me change it to myself if you want, or else you can keep it like this. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Suppose she is going to pick this user story. Now she is working on this user story. So as part of this user story, there are two subtasks. One is software installation. Okay. You need to complete all the required software installation. So this is already done in my system. Okay. I have done up to this part, but I didn't create any account for AnyPoint platform. Okay. This is the only pending. So what I will do for design, we are going to do it in an AnyPoint platform. So first you need to create AnyPoint platform account. Create AnyPoint platform account. Just click on this one. I think this is different phase. Let me wait. I'll go to MuleSoft.com. So here you can see login and AnyPoint platform. So if you have account, then you can directly sign in. I'm going to create new account. Click on this sign up. Okay. So ViTech Talks, email ID, job title, country, what is the state, the company name. I'm going to keep it as ViTech here. Number of employees. See what kind of industry. See, this is called domain, guys. Okay, this is what we have discussed earlier also. See, if you observe here, agriculture, manufacturing is there, education is there, financial service was there, healthcare, something like this. Okay, financial services I'm going to select here. So phone number is optional. the username and password. This is very important. I'll keep it as it is school _10 password. So at least one uppercase letter. Test at the rate 234. So try to remember all the usernames and passwords. So not now, I'll verify later. So this is the dashboard of AnyPoint platform. So where we are going to design, click on this 3 hyphens, okay, 3 bars, or directly you can click on this design center. Go to design center. And to create, click on new API specification. So it's very important. So in our real time, right? So what is our requirement? So the naming conventions we need to follow. So based on the project. So we need to design REST API for customer account creation. So the naming standards we are going to follow here. So simply I am going to follow ViTech customer ACCT creation. For which customer? So there are many places, right? Okay. ViTech bank. Okay. So just observe here. ViTech bank customer account creation. Suppose if it is an e-com project, okay, you are going to design for an API for Flipkart or Amazon or some other e-com resources, and that time you need to mention that name so that you can easily segregate the APIs. It should not be a duplicate. Okay, fine. Just click on create API. So now, so what we need to do? We need to provide the description. Okay, cool. So why we are going to this?
Provide a protocol, brother. Protocol version.
Yes, please go on mute. So what is the description? So the description of the project is, you can go to your user story. Okay. So or else go to your requirement document. So here also we do have, suppose in order to create a login page or sign up page or something like this, right? Okay. Just you can copy paste, or else what you can do, 1 minute, you can see, okay, this is fine. API for customer account creation. Just copy this, or else you can type manually. That is also fine. API for bank customer account creation. See, it's not mandatory to use only first protocol or version or something like that. You can use any. Srikanth. Okay. So as soon as if you give enter, right, so you can able to see here. See, version is there, protocols is there, base URI. So what is the version? So it's a V1. Just give one enter. So what type of protocol it should support? HTTP and HTTPS. Okay. Give one more enter. If you want, you can type it. No worries. Okay. Next. Coming to requirements. So what is the resource path? The resource path, we need to use this one. So first one is resource path. Resource path is done. See, after colon, just give one enter. So the indentation is very important. So now, which method you need to select? Post method. So what I will do, better I will copy paste this one into Notepad so that I can easily switch. I can easily switch. Or else I do have this one here. Okay, create account. Method is post. See, based on the requirement. So here your architect is asking, okay, there are 4 query parameters. Rest it will be, you need to pass it via body. See, sometimes everything it will be in a body. Okay, first we will try for as per the requirements. Go to design, post. So here you can select query parameters. Query parameters. First, what are the things it is required? Customer name. Okay, just give one enter. So it is required, yes, required maximum length and minimum length. So required, just make it as true. See everything, see all the options are coming here itself. Required true, maximum length 45. Next, minimum length 4 characters. See, one is done. Next, bank. Just copy this. Okay. So it is under. Okay, it's in the same line of customer name. Okay, bank colon. Is a required. So it's also a required field. Enter. Just observe carefully. It should be one of the enum values. Okay. So enum is nothing but it's like it should be anyone. Okay. ICIC or Axis or HDFC. You have to pass only these 3 values. Okay. You don't know how to use enum values. Just observe. You don't know how to go with enum. So anyway, there is an we have a option called enum here, but you don't know. I'll show you how to Google also. See here, just observe. See, it's very simple. Even in real time also, you can go to Google if you don't know anything. Okay, if you don't know something regarding your requirement, okay, how to implement, you can do Google. Enum using in RAML design. So this is how you can verify. This is how we can do. See, reuse enum definition of RAML. Okay, RAML tutorial also we do have. Okay, using enum. Okay, see here. So like this, there are many links. It will be available. So here you can search if you want. See how we need to define enum value. Just observe here. See, you need to practice. That's it. So everything, it will be available in Google. But you need to practice and you know how to search. So that's very important. Now go to your design. It's very simple. So here we do have enum. Just click this enum. Okay. So what is the first value? ICICI. Okay. Next. See, if you want, you can keep it in a brackets also. That's also fine. Or you can write it like this also. Next, HDFC. Okay, there is a requirement. Suppose there is a requirement. You need to add later as SBI. Yeah, you can add it. You can add this too. It's very simple. Now, type. What type of bank it is? Okay. First one is required. See, if you want, you can select from sessions or else you can type also. So, so how many types of accounts we do have? We do have two types of accounts. One is for savings and one is for current account. Now typist. Next, branch name. Okay, branch name is required. Yes. Required. True. Enter. So what is the minimum length? 4, max 10. Min length is 4. Max length is, sorry, you control Z. Min length is 4. Max length is 10. Suppose if you done any mistakes, okay, see here you can able to see it's in a red color. Okay, it's in a red color. So what you need to do in that case, so if you are getting errors, so that is totally fine. So what you need to do, so just click on this one. Here you will be able to see what is the error, syntax error in the following text. Okay, minimum length, it should be integer. So where you are getting this error, even 31 line. Okay, what you can do, you can go to project. What is the 31st line? So here, right, just follow indentation. That's it. Now one part is done. Next, see body. So the customer is expecting, so these values they are going to pass it via query parameters. There are some parameters they are going to pass via body. Now one simple question, just type in the chat box. Just type in the chat box. How many ways we can pass input to the API? Just type in the chat. How many ways I'm asking? How many ways we can pass input to the API? Even if it is wrong also fine. I'm expecting answers from everyone. So Banu Prakash is done. Okay, next. Guys, are you sleeping? I can see only one response. Yes, Mallikarjun, 4 ways we can pause. Absolutely correct. Correct. Yes, Dipti, body, header, query parameters, URI parameters. Very good. Body, header, and the query parameters and URI parameters. This is how we can pass input to the API. But as part of our requirement, the customer is asking 2 ways. One is query parameters, one is body. Okay. Now we have completed the design part up to query parameters. Now just observe how to add body. Okay, see the same line. Okay, the same line of query parameters. Just place the cursor here. Click on this body. Okay. So what type of input? It is application JSON. Correct. It's the application JSON. Now here click on this properties. Later we will provide the example. Okay. Click on this properties. See, this is like input you need to pass. Okay. So what is the first property? Account name. See, the same way how we have given for the query parameters. Account name, account number should be a string and minimum and maximum length is 10. See, min length also 10 and maximum length also 10, guys. Account number. So required true. Yes. Minimum length is 10 and maximum length also 10. What is the problem? Okay. Next, ATM pin. Next, IFSC code. First, let me write all these properties. Okay. See, if we have the design document or if you have a user story, then you can easily design. So design is very, very simple. Okay, sample response 201. Okay, fine. We'll go for ATM pin. Is it required? It's a true. The ATM pin type is string, but pass numbers in a string. Okay, minimum and maximum length is 4. So type is string only. So type is string. See, as per the document, I am following. That's it. Type is string. Minimum and maximum is minimum length is 4. Maximum length is 4. Next, IFSC code. It's required. True. Minimum length is 4. Maximum length is 10. Deposit amount. Just observe. It's not a mandatory. If you send, it should be a number. Okay. So deposit amount. It's not a mandatory field. Type is number. Okay, cool. Next. Mail ID is very important. It is also required. True field. Mail ID. Enter. So what happened? A minute. Just save. Okay, let me type. So required true. Next one is contact. So the type is string. So contact number also very important. So the type will be a number. Just I will type it. Okay. It's fine. So now we have defined the properties here. So here the example. Okay. See, just come to this right side. If you click on this post, see here you can able to see the version, the description, the supported protocols. There is only one endpoint, that is for post. Just click on this post. Okay. See query parameters. Bank. There are some enum values. Okay. 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 In the body, the example values. Okay. So if you provide an example, it will give you the clear picture. Okay. So what to do with this account number and ATM pin and IFSC code, something will be like this. Okay, fine. Now let me create one example here so that the end user can understand easily. Example. Okay, let me take it from here itself 1 minute. Okay, or else if you don't keep anyway, so it will be always empty. Okay, as of now, I'm going to keep it as empty. So later, if you want, you can try this. Okay, so it's very simple. What you need to do, just copy this, keep it as example here. Inside this, you have to add these values. That's it. So the examples are something like, what is the value you need to pass? That's it. Okay, that's how you can add. So anyway, I'm not going to add these values now. Okay, fine. What is the error? Account number should not be shorter than 10 characters. Okay. So because we are going to provide an example, right? So it will validate here. So what is the account number? Account number, maximum length is 10 and minimum length is 10. So that is the reason you are getting the errors. So account number, I'll keep it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7. So the ATM pin, it should be 4 digits, 2233, IFSC code, HDFC 0022. The deposit amount is 0. Okay, fine. Mail ID, vitschool92@gmail.com. The contact number, it will be any phone number here. See also, see the contact number, right? So it should be always number I have given. If you want to add any validation here, just observe carefully. If you want to add any validations here, so what you need to do, maximum length you need to provide. Okay, sometimes, okay, the option is not coming here. Okay, no problem. Okay, because max length 10 means, see, there is a difference with the integer. Suppose if you use integer here, you can go with the max length of 10 or something like this. If you go with the number, so maximum number, it will take as 10. So that's very important. Let me see what is the error here. See, property max length not supported. Okay, fine. So it is not supporting here. Okay, just remove. So in that case, what you need to do, you can go with the string. So here also, but you have to pass the phone number as a number format. Okay, that is enough. Okay, let's keep it like this. See here, so in order to minimize the code, so you know already how to create example folders. Okay, so what you need to do, you have to keep all the examples in a different folder. You have to write data types. Okay, those kind of things you have to do. Okay, first let me write it everything here. So next, what is our requirement? Sample response code. So this is the line, body. Okay, so here you can see responses. So every API, it will give a response, right? So what is the response we need to use, whether 200 or 201? Okay, 201. 201 here, body, just to copy this. Next, application.json example. It's very simple. That's it. Now, what is the last point? You need to implement basic security for the API. Note. Okay. So what you need to do is, okay, first let me write, okay, let me simplify all these things. Just observe here. See, you can create libraries, traits, everything. Okay, everything you can do that. But as of now, just see, this will also work. This will also work. Okay, because now we have done the design, most of the things. Now we have to implement only security. Apart from that, everything is fine. If you want, you can try it here. See, there is a try it option. See the customer name. Here we see bank type. You can select from a drop down because we have given in a enum format. Okay, HDFC type. What type of account? Savings or current account. The branch name, Bangalore. Check document. See, branch name is invalid. Check the documentation. Might be it should accept only 4 characters. So that is the reason. Okay. Now query parameters is done. See, if you observe here, see the body, the sample one, it is already there. The sample one, okay, where it went. Okay, sample one, it's already there. In order to modify, suppose if you want to modify something here, just you can modify. You can modify with your details. Just click on this send. See status account created successfully with account number. Okay, what is the account number here? Instead of XX, you need to provide your account number. Okay, so this is the sample response. Now, as soon as if you click send button, okay, once it is saved, see validating parameters, expected minimum length of 4. Okay, somewhere it is missing, might be. See, again, you need to fill your details. So this is how we can test. Bangalore 4. Expected type JSON found is null. Here you are expecting. Okay, let me save this. Control S. Okay, this is our JSON. See now, account created successfully with the account number as this one. Okay. So the customer, again guys, okay, this is only documentation. So before going to develop our project, this is our documentation. So the client will get to know, okay, what are the details they need to provide to the API. So for that is the reason we are creating this RAML design first. So by seeing this, anyone can understand, okay, what are the details we need to pass. Okay, that's it. Next. Let me minimize this code. Okay. Create folders. See, next requirement onwards, okay, you have to complete your task. Just I'll go through the code. That's it for the design and all. Okay, examples. There's a folder inside this. Create new folder called request. Okay. Response. The examples request. Okay. See, this is our request, right? So what we can do, just copy this. Click on this request. This is very simple. See, click on new file. So here in the specification, you have to select example. So input request example. Okay, I'm going to write it like this. Just copy paste here. So one thing is done. So what is your response? Go to main or root file. See, now it contains only one line. If you want, you can keep it, or else you can leave here itself. Okay, that is also fine. Anyway, I'm going to copy this. The response also, I'm going to add example. Success response for creation, right? Okay, I'll give it a success response here. Just copy paste. Okay. Syntax error in the following text, account created successfully with the problem. Okay. I think might be double quotes. It's in a different format because which we have copy pasted. Okay, fine. The next one. So you need to use this, right? So how to use? Just copy, click on these three dots, copy path, go to main file, just remove this one, give enter, or there itself it is also fine. Exclamatory, include, just do copy paste the path. So if you go here, you can able to see this. So where is the example? Okay, still it is loading, I think. Okay, fine. See here. So whenever you want to change directly, you can go here and you can change going forward. Okay. Next, copy this path. Example success response. So what is the error here? We should have a property, account number, should have ATM pin, should have okay, deposit number. Okay, that's fine. We do have that, right? So what is the problem? Okay, still it is loading. Okay, let it be. So now this is done. So even so wherever the common code. Okay, so if you want, you can keep this query parameters in the traits and you can use this. Okay, sorry, here the query parameters. See, this one also correct. So whatever we have done so far, but the industry standards, if you want to follow, you can create library inside this data types. Something will be like this. Okay, we can go with the properties. Create one new folder. Data types. Inside this data types, create a new file. Click on data type here. Input data type. Input data type. Just do copy paste. Okay. Give one shift tab. Okay. So that it will go to the left side. If you want. Okay. Properties, right? Okay. I think we need to mention the properties also. Okay, properties. Okay, these are the properties which we are going to use it. Okay, how to use this? Just copy this path. Go to your main file. So where you are using in the input body, right? So what you can do? You can remove this. You can remove this. So here we do have an option called data type. Okay. See type is there. So in this type, what you can do is, or else you can declare this one as a globally. Okay. In the global, here you can declare data type and you can use it. Okay. Anything will work. See, now we have simplified this one. See, even if you click this one, it is same. It is same. Next, what is the next part? We need to implement security. Implement basic security. How to implement security? So this is also very important interview questions. Click on this new folder. Security schema. My folder name is okay. SCH. So inside this folder, see in real time, if you have already this code, so what you can do, you can go to your previous projects and you can copy paste this. Copy paste and you can change according to your requirement. So inside this, so here it's very important file type, security scheme, security scheme.raml. Okay, fine. See what type of security you are going to provide. Okay, that's very important. Okay, the type you need to select here, basic authentication or OAuth or JWT, something will be like this. Okay, so as of now we are going with basic authentication. Just save this, copy path, go to your documentation. Suppose again guys, I don't know, you can consider. Okay, I don't know how to add the security into my RAML. So what you can do, you can go to Google and raml.org. There you can search. Okay, security. Suppose if you have any, okay, security. Okay, here also we don't have any. So what you can do is you can go to another page in RAML, how to define security or how to use, right? Okay, not define, how to use security. So this is how you can search. You can go to any one of the website. Okay, you can go to any one of the website and you can do that. Define securities in RAML. This is one of the website. So that is the definition. Okay, here we don't see any information here. How do I add security to RAML? Okay, there are many things here. Okay, you can go there and you can use that. Suppose if you don't know how to use. So why I am showing this one is, okay, you have to know how to Google. Okay, whenever you are facing any issues, you have to know how to Google and solve your issues. Types, resource type series, fragments. Okay, how to define this? Libraries here also. So in order to search, okay, you control F and security. Secure here, okay, security schemas. Just observe here. What you need to do? You need to include security schema here. Okay, they are using it as a library. So this is how just you can find the answers from Google. Okay. Anyway, go to this design. So here you can able to see security schemas. So you can give any name. Secure I will give. So where it is present. So that path you need to provide. Okay. Now there is a keyword called, okay, if you want to use secure by. Okay, still it is showing some errors. Type is okay, fine. See, just as of now, just we have defined the file here, but we are not using in our RAML. So here we do have a secure by. So this keyword you can use it. So how to provide the security? Secure by using what you need to do? You need to give secure. So what it will do? First, it will accept the value from this file. Okay, whatever it is there. Then from here to here, it will go. So this is what design. Okay. So let me quickly check here. See, security basic authentication is there, but are we using here? Okay, let me try. Query parameters. So this and all you have to practice. See, basic authentication. It is asking username and password. Suppose if I don't provide username and password, see, it's a dummy password only as of now. If I click send, see, it is asking required header authentication is missing. Required header authentication is missing. What you need to do, you have to provide some value so that it will accept. It will give you the result. Okay, now the design is done. So once the design is done, what you need to do, you have to publish. Okay, don't change anything here. Just click on publish here, publish to exchange. Okay, this is done. There is one more option. There is one more option if you want to test your API. Okay, so whatever the design you have done, click on this mocking service configuration, make as a public, copy this URL. Okay, copy this URL, go to your Postman or Thunder client. Okay, I'll go to Thunder client. So Thunder client is nothing but it's like you have to install Visual Studio Code. There we do have one extension that is called Thunder client. Okay, so you can see this option. Anyway, I have created one video, so that will be available in our YouTube channel. Go to that one. So how to set up the Thunder client. Instead of Postman, you can use this. Okay, click on this Thunder client. Go to collections. Okay, I'll create one new collection here. Okay, this is called new request. So where I can create collection. Okay, new collection. ViTech. BFS real-time project. I'll keep it as like this, BFS real-time project. So here you can go to new request. Okay, this is for design API, right? Okay, design, creation of account. Provide the URL here. Just observe carefully. So this is as of now design only. So how to test that one? Okay, we are getting the 404. So that means the resource path, you are not providing anything. Okay, just you have given only the URL. So what you can do, go to documentation. So if you want to see documentation, here also you can see the documentation, or else what you can do, you can go to Exchange, go to Exchange. So I can see we do have one documentation here. So by seeing this documentation, anyone can understand. Okay, see what is the endpoint. We do have one endpoint. Okay, this is the security. So if you click on this summary, you will get to know. Okay, just observe here. Observe this point. API specification summary, ViTech bank, customer account creation, version V1, API for bank, customer account creation. Now, as soon as if you click this one, post, so now you can understand, okay, what are the parameters it is required. So customer name, so this is one of the parameter. So how to pass this one? It's very careful, okay. We need to pass two ways. So as per the requirement, one is for query parameters and one is for body. Go to Thunder client, just copy this. Go to query parameters. What is the first parameter? Customer name. See query. Just click on this query. Customer name. Bank. Type. See, this is the input for your API. Okay, there are 4 parameters. Okay. So the bank name, type. So what kind of type? Okay, see the bank name, the type is savings or current. Okay, next the branch values. HDFC 0033, something like this I am going to give. Now one part is done. Next, there is one more input you need to provide. It's a body. So what you can do, just I'll copy this. So if everything it is going to pass it via body, then it's very easy. Just copy this, click on this body. Okay. Just observe here. Now there are mainly 4 ways. One is query parameters, path parameters, next headers and body. So as per the requirement, we are using query parameters. Okay, this is our query parameters. This is our body. Okay. So in the query parameters, we are passing these 4 parameters. In the body, we are passing, there are 6 parameters. Now click on send, even though it won't work. It will give you 404 because the resource path not found. Okay, see whatever the URL which we have given, so that is wrong. So we need to append this one. Okay, that's very important. See, if you see this one, we have added this customer name, bank. So everything it will be in a question mark. See, just observe here. See, wherever there is a question mark, so that means query parameters. That means query parameters. Blindly you can remember. Okay, that's what we have discussed in our classes also. Okay, fine. Where do we need to append this? Okay, after this, before passing query parameters, just pass the resource path. Okay, create account. Just click on send now. See, method not found. Error trying to find method get. Okay, see this and all. What is the method you need to use? You need to use post method, but here we are using get method. Now 400 bad request. See, so far how many errors we have seen? 404. See, this is very, very important for interviews also. They will ask you, okay, what are the status codes, http status codes you are aware? Okay, 404 resource. Okay, resource path or URL not found. Next, 400 bad request. 415. Okay, method not allowed because as per the requirement we need to use post, but we have used get method. That time you will get the 415. 400 bad request. 404 resource path not found, or this URL is wrong. See, even if you go to Google, okay, if you go to Google and try, if you go to Google, okay, I'll go to Google here. Just a second. Google.com. So instead of google.com, what I will do, Google ViTech something, okay, some random characters which I have given. See, it's not working because the resource path or URL, okay, that is not available. So that is the reason it is not displaying anything here. So for that 404, 400 means bad request. Okay. So the input is wrong, whatever you are passing or okay. Next 415, method not allowed. So these things you have to remember. Okay. Request header authorization is missing. Authorization is nothing but it's a security. Go to authentication tab. See here, there is authentication tab, AUTH. click on this basic. So what is the username? Okay, anything as of now. This is the dummy one. You can pause ViTech. Okay, just click send now. See, if the user is going to pass these values, if you pass these values as a query parameters and the body, you will get this response. Now the design is successfully done. Now the design is successfully done. So in the real time, so whatever you have published, right? Okay. So suppose if you are working in any one of the organization, so what you can do? So here you can able to see download the code. So you can download the code here. So if you want to share it with your colleagues or your architect, or else what, there is one option called share. So here also you can share. Okay. This is very important. Suppose if you are working any one of the organization, so what you can do? So they are going to add your names here. Add your names here. What you can do? You can select the specified name. Okay, I want to share this with Deepthi. Okay, or Ravi. Then I can share this. Okay, so that's how it will work. So what they will do? They are going to review your document, and they will provide the comments. They will provide the comments as per the documentation which you have developed. It is correct or not. See, this is our documentation. Now, so as soon as if you complete this documentation, what you are going to do? So the documentation is done. Okay, software installation is done today now. Okay, here you will mention like, okay, I have installed all the softwares. Okay, see, this is very important. You have to update your work status. That is also very important. So once the task is done, what you will do? You will make it as done here and save and close. See, now it is done. Now Design RAML. So this is also, it is in a to do state. Okay, before working, what you need to do, you have to make it as doing state. Okay, so either you can update the comments as a main story. Okay, I have completed design for the I have completed design for the above requirement or API, and I'm going to mention someone. Okay, suppose you can consider Ravi is an architect or technical lead. Please do review. Okay, what is our design API name? So that you are going to mention. Okay, I have completed the design for this. I have completed the design for the API. So everything, it will be in a cluster clear. Okay, so that they can directly go to Exchange. Okay, anyway, you have shared, right? Okay, there is an option. I told you. We can add the user here with the team. Okay, and you can share it with the corresponding person so that he is going to review your document and he will provide the comments. He is going to provide the comments. Suppose, is there any changes you need to add? Is there anything you want to add one more parameter or any naming conventions, those kind of things? Please do review and let me know. Let me know any issues. See, in earlier, in the waterfall methodology, what we are doing, we used to send an emails. Okay. So now everything, it is tracked via ADO board, Azure DevOps board here, or Jira board. Okay, still it is doing state. Okay, once he reviewed, okay, this guy is going to review your document. So he is going to mention, suppose, okay, everything is fine like this. Okay, everything looks good. Or else sometimes what he will do, he will ask you to share the Postman collection, something like this. What is Postman collection here? So whatever we have developed so far, this one. Okay, what you need to do, just you can download this one. Okay, you can download this and you can share it. Or else what they will do, they will directly go to your design. In the design, they'll copy paste. Okay, if they want to test it, or any QA person or some other people. Okay, that's fine. So here I'm going to keep it as okay. After review, everything looks good. So now what you can do, you are going to mark it as done. Or else sometimes what you will do, you will share the URLs. Okay, this is the URL, right? This is the URL you are going to share here. Okay, anyway, the person who is having access, only that person can access this URL. Okay, not everyone. So that directly I'll click this URL. Okay, see here, I'm going to review this document. I'll verify once. So what are the things I need to pass? Either query parameters, security, everything I'll review, and I'll give you the sign off for closing. Now this one also done, right? Okay. Now I'll mark it as done. Now this task is over. So design is done. Next one is development. Okay. Parallelly, he is also going to work. Here I am the only person working design and development. So that is the reason I'm going one by one. Okay. I'll explain only one with the end to end. Okay. So next you have to practice. If you are facing any issues, I'll help you. Okay. Next time onwards. So this one also done. Software installation also done. Okay. Let me quickly start this development. Okay. Now he's going to start the development. Just make it as doing. Okay. Just make it as doing. Listen carefully. Now it's very important. So where we are going to develop our APIs, I need to open AnyPoint Studio. So meanwhile, this person, okay, so he need to analyze the requirements. Okay, he need to analyze the requirements. What I need to do? See, so far whatever we have done, that is dummy API. Dummy in the sense, just like only design. Okay, user can understand what is the input I need to pass and what is the output I'm expecting. But here we are not storing these details anywhere. We are not storing at all. We are not storing at all. Just observe. Okay, we are not storing these details. Actual development only, we are going to store all those details into database. So that is what we have discussed yesterday's in the project design. So now up to design part is done. Okay, you can consider. So this part is not yet implemented. Okay, so still development is not yet started. Anyway, in the mock, you are getting the results. That's it. Just a mock. So how to implement actual development? Okay. So what you can do, you can create one workspace. Okay. If you want, you can create separate workspace. Workspace in the sense, it's like a folder you have to create. See, you may get a doubt. You may get a doubt like, okay, so the design and development is going to work as the same person. See, sometimes yes, sometimes no. So that is up to your organization, how the work is going to split. So here, this person is going to work design and this person is going to work development. Sometimes you may get a chance to work design. Sometimes you may not get work as a design. Okay. But here we are doing end-to-end project. So you are going to involve all these activities. You are going to involve all these activities. So that is the reason just I have created the spreadsheet and I have assigned the user stories. If it is your current organization, there is a 7 members team. The work is allotted with all these 7 members. It's not like only one person is going to work all these requirements. Okay, fine. So still it is opening AnyPoint Studio. Let me quickly start the development. Okay, so how to import the RAML and how to start the development, and I'll close the session. Okay. Let me close all. So what is the first task? Just you have started development. Okay, rest of the tasks are pending. Create repository and create CI/CD and unit testing. If you want to connect database, if you want to implement error handling, so you can create as many you want subtasks. Okay, that is up to you. Okay, that's fine. Next to go here, how to create a project. Click file, click on new, click on mule project. Just observe carefully. So here the naming conventions you need to follow. Okay, ViTech Bank customer account creation API. So in order to develop your API, right? Okay, just give one hyphen and API you can mention. So here we do have batch process is there and APIs are there, right? Okay, so that you don't get confused. Now, see here, there is an option. You can download the RAML and you can import the RAML here, or else what you can do, just click on finish. Let's simply create. Okay. See the project structure and all you already know. So as part of the training, we have already discussed about this one and what is mule palette, what is editor, and what is the console and these kind of things. So here source main mule, we are going to design, okay, or develop our flows. Source main resources, all the configurations we are going to keep. So this is very important. Source main mule and source main resources. You have to remember. So the testing and all we'll add it in source test M unit. Okay. Just observe here. Just give right click. Just give right click. See, even without design, I mean, without importing the RAML also, you can start the development. You can start the development. But anyway, we do have the RAML here. So what you can do, just give right click on the project, AnyPoint Platform, download RAML from Design Center. Okay, I need to configure, right? Okay, AnyPoint Platform account. So the very first time it will ask you for the username and password. Login expire 30 days. I'll keep it better. So your credentials are wrong. Okay. Test at the rate 1 to 3. I have given only this 1 to 3 4. Okay. Do you want to provide password hint? No. Or else okay, it's fine. See, there is only one design. Okay, ViTech bank customer account creation. Okay, just observe. Click on OK. See, all the current files, source main resources, API will be replaced after the import process. Okay, good. So it is downloading now. Close the program. See, in order to design, we are going to use AnyPoint Platform. In order to develop, we are going to use. So here you can write the steps. Okay, if you want, you can write the steps. Okay, so what is the description? Okay, what are the steps you need to do? Or else what you can do? You can go to the documentation and in the discussion itself. So whatever you have completed so far, you can write it here. Okay, so whatever you have completed so far. So import RAML is done. Let me add the requirements here itself. Okay, Control A, Control C, development, right? So import RAML. Okay, or else what you will do? Started development. And I'm facing issues while import RAML. Suppose we are not getting any issues, but just I'm telling, okay, suppose if you are getting or if you are facing any issues while importing RAML, so what you can do in the discussion, you can mention, okay, what is the issue with that, and you have to paste the error also. Okay, error details you have to mention so that the team can understand you are facing the issue and someone will come. Okay, it's like you have to ask your colleagues, okay, I'm facing this issue and how to resolve before going to write this statement here. Still you are not getting, I mean your issue is not yet resolved, then you have to notify the issues with your Scrum Master. Okay, now I think this one is again, let me, what happened? See this D workspace one, this is my workspace. Even if you want, you can create your personal workspace over there. Either it is C drive or D drive. Before going to work start, so what is the requirement here? As a developer, I want to develop API, okay, based on RAML and based on the below requirements. Okay, create account. So this is already done. I mean, the resource path, it's already there. Have the below checks. Before inserting a record, you have to check whether there is any account is existing in the same account number in the bank with the database. If it is yes, what you need to do? You need to display this message. See, these are all the checks, guys. Okay, if deposit amount field is empty, then always it will insert with a 0. Transaction timestamp. Okay, you have to prepare this. Once you successfully inserted what we need to do, there is a requirement. You need to generate automated email. The one is database insertion. What is the first step? The first step is DB insertion. Next step, generate email. Okay, generate email. Okay, let me write it in the document. What is the first step? Let me remove this. In order to develop, the very first step is insert into Snowflake. See, as a developer, you have to analyze this. Insert into Snowflake DB. So in order to insert, so what it is required? You need, see again, you have to ask your team or technical lead for the Snowflake credentials, or there is a DBA team. Okay, there's a DBA team, they are going to provide the credentials. So this is very first step. Next step, once DB insertion is successful, need to send an email. Okay, next, go to your requirements. So that is the reason I asked you to read all these user stories. Okay, once you read all these user stories, then you will get to know what is your requirements. Okay, first you have to understand the requirements carefully. Now, okay, requirements is done, analysis is done, design is done. Now we are in a coding phase for one requirement. Okay, next, what is the next step? See here, create a JSON file contains all the details of the account holder. Either you can use FileZilla. What is this FileZilla? What is the GCP? What is this Azure? Okay, either you can use Azure. Okay, if you want to store the files. Okay, normally what we will do, we will store the files in our local, right? Okay, this part we will discuss later. Okay, next, when the account is created, send out the response. Okay, fine. Connectivity issues, you need to implement error handling. See, this all these steps we have to write it somewhere so that it will be very easy to develop your API. Now, this is our API. We have imported. Is that import is done? So why these flows are not coming? Okay, let me delete this. AnyPoint Platform. Download RAML from Design Center. Oh, see it. See, once you know the requirements, then it will be very easy to develop. Okay, see, I didn't do any drag and drop. See how this came. Okay, how these things are came. Because we have imported the RAML. Okay, we have imported the RAML. See, if you observe this one, okay, just give right click on collapse all. Click on collapse all. There are three flows. One is main flow, console, and config we can see, but where to implement your logic? Where to implement your logic? See, just observe here. Post, create account. So here you need to implement your logic, not here and not here. So as of now, you can forget about these two. So here only we are going to implement your logic. Okay, here only we are going to implement your logic. So if you open this one, so there is a API kit router. So what it will do? So as soon as if you hit from Thunder client, okay, so it will search for the resource path. Where is the create account resource path? It will directly go to this part. Okay, it will directly go to this part and it will execute. See, as of now, we don't have the logic. Okay, just we do have only transform message. So here only you need to take the input values. You need to insert into DB. Okay, you need to insert into DB. Here we need to implement, okay, input values. So now I'm taking a pause here. So based on the requirement, you can try, okay, based on the requirement, you can try how to take the input. Okay, see, there are 4 query parameters. What you need to do, go to core, take 4 variables here. Okay, so that is what it is there in our documentation, right? See, there are 4 query parameters. Next, it will be a body. Here, it will come the snowflake. Okay, snowflake connector. So we have to insert the values. So all these logics we are going to see in a next class. And I'll show you how to create the snowflake account also. How to create the snowflake account and how to import the properties, and we'll go step by step for the development process for this requirement. So next requirement onwards, so whatever the task, there are 4 more tasks, right? You have to work on those. So meanwhile, what you can do, you can work this requirement also in the background so that you will get one clear idea. So far, any questions in today's session? So I'm going to take a session today's evening. Okay, today it's at Saturday, right? Okay, I'll confirm the timing after post lunch or might be evening. Okay, there will be one more session. So today we are going to complete at least some development process. See, if you see this one, so how many points which I have given for this? Okay, just observe how many days of work this one. So this one is, okay, the effort we can consider there are 3 days, 3 days of work. So 3 days equal to 3 into 16. Okay, 3 into 6. Okay, per day 6 hours. Suppose you want to work 6 into 3, 18 hours. Okay, in the normal work timings, okay, it will, you can consider as 18 hours. We have to complete this requirement, everything. But here I'll do it very quickly, okay, because it is little bit small requirement. I'll do it as a fast and we'll close it together. Within 1 or 2 days. 1 or 2 sessions itself. Okay, see the development. So it will be very interesting. Okay, so how we are going to develop. Okay, as of now, I'll remove this. See here, I'm doing everything. It's in the live. Okay, it's not like, okay, I have done already for some time and I'm going to explain. for the development process. Anyway, so this design and all, why I have done in a background. So this will take some time to draw these flows. Okay, so that is the reason. Okay, fine. We'll meet you in a evening session and we'll continue for this same. So after importing the RAML, so what are the steps you need to do? What are the steps we need to follow? Okay, that's what we are going to discuss in the next class. Yeah, that's it for today. We'll see you in the next session.